So before I start complaining about pump fakes, I wanted to show a tweet that Mike Wang tweeted out before the release of 2K20 because it concerns pump fakes and like blocking in general. So let's just read the tweet. It says, a defender's impact severely drops as they're coming down from a block attempt and for a moment after landing. Don't spam block this year, is what he says. Okay, so let's just keep that in mind and see if that's true with some of the clips that I put together. So in this example here, the guy that I'm showing, the defender, has Hall of Fame pogo stick, and the guy is just literally jumping everywhere. Whenever somebody gets near the rim, he's literally just spamming block. Like Mike Wang said that you couldn't spam blocks. Well, this guy is just literally spamming blocks and still gets 100% smothered contest. This example is even worse. He, again, still has Hall of Fame pogo stick, and he's literally jumping every second. He's just literally spamming block, and he still gets a red contest on this shot, and not just like a heavy contest, it's a smothered contest, even though he bit on like multiple pump fakes there. Like, see, first pump fake gets him in the air, the second pump fake gets him in the air, and then he jumps at the like pretty much perfect time, and nothing. Like, that should either be a foul or a wide open layup. There's like no in between. Like, he gets him in the air perfectly and then goes right back up and still gets a red contest. Like, how does that make any sense right there? It doesn't. You can absolutely spam blocks. That tweet was a complete lie by Mike Wang. And examples like that as well are super annoying, where you get your defender out of position with a pump fake, like you use the pump fake properly, but the defender just has superhuman recovery speed. Like, it's crazy how fast John Wall's able to get back in the play. Like, he's sliding under the rim, and then he somehow manages to just like jump forward instantly and block the shot. And then you have this thing where when you go for pump fakes, sometimes you get blocked. It's like one of the most frustrating things in 2K, like the franchise itself. Like, this has happened for so many games in a row. Like, I can't, like, this issue I thought would maybe be fixed, but let's be honest, it's still here. This happens all the time, where it should easily be a foul, right? Just like in real life, if you get your defender in the air and then you go back up for a layup, it should always be a foul, but it's not a foul in this game. And instead, you get blocked by like their waist or like their knee. They block you with their knee somehow. Like, how do I get blocked here? Like, he blocks it with like his fucking knee. Like, I don't understand. It doesn't make any sense, and it's been in the game for such a long time that it's clearly like an issue that they have no idea how to fix, or maybe they just don't care about fixing this thing. And it just shows that you can kind of just jump at random times and still play good defense. Like, it also happens for me on defense, against the CPU. Like, here I play terrible defense. Like, I bite on the pump fake, so I should get punished for biting on the pump fake, but instead I block the ball somehow. Like, that doesn't make sense. I played bad defense there. I should get punished. And then look, I get a block. Like, how do I block that? Like, that should be 100% a shooting foul. That's the point. It's the reason you use pump fakes, is to try to, bait your opponent into making a defensive mistake, which I did. I did make a defensive mistake, but the game's just like, nope, you get a block for jumping at the wrong time. It's like, what? So yeah, I think that tweet was definitely a lie. But it was also interesting to see that he also tweeted something else after that. He said, on the flip side to my previous tweet, shot ratings will take a slight hit for a short window of time after a pump fake. Don't spam pump fakes either. Well, that's clearly not what happened here, right? Like, in most of these clips, it's not like people were spamming pump fakes. Like, I don't think doing 2 pump fakes counts as spamming. Maybe 3 or 4 would be spamming. But, in some of these examples, too, it was only 1 pump fake. So that definitely wasn't the issue. It's just that I think Mike Wang had no real idea of how OP pogo stick badge is, honestly. And they haven't really made any efforts to fix it, because Mike Wang is one of those guys that kind of disappears as soon as the game is actually released, and probably starts working on the next one. So there was no real update from him on that point. But anyway, that's gonna be it for this video, and I'll see you in the next video where I'm complaining about something else.